Morning, everybody. So we're back. First off, just want to say apologies. We are back where it all began, in my little office upstairs. Need to have a big shout out for the guys and girls who are being driven insane by these two plasterboard holes. Sorry. The reality is I can't go downstairs to my sanctuary with my nice little pictures behind me because Eva's playing Barbies and Anna is banging the Greatest Showman album out on about volume 65. So for today's episode, we're back where it all began. Today we are moving on to the next stage of my day. So we've been to the gym, I've done my meditation, and now I am at work. So we thought that meditation was a big subject. What we do for a living, the amount of time we spend earning our keep is probably the biggest subject of them all. And if these videos keep getting churned out, there are so many different elements that I'd love to talk to you about. Company culture, employment, leadership, consistency, discipline, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So I'm not gonna start to go into the detail of what it is I do for a living. Most of you guys know I run an agency which works with tradesmen, and I've got some great guys that work with me that I love dearly, like a family. And I consider myself to be incredibly lucky and deserving of what I've got. And that's what today's episode's about. So I am 37 years old. I wake up very, very early in the morning, as you know. And I already feel as though, although I've got an absolute distance to go with this, the things I want to achieve would probably make your head spin. But I am incredibly fortunate to say that I am relatively confident that I've found my purpose as far as my work and my professional life is concerned. I have found my purpose. I have created an environment where I can look after, develop and nurture a team of people who I see growing every day, who I get an enormous amount of pride and joy watching them do what they do and get excited about what we're trying to achieve. I help our clients on a daily basis improve their lives and earn more money and kind of solve some problems that they've got, which is incredibly rewarding. I've always had a bit of a mad thing in my head where I wanted to create something new that no one's ever done before. And change some things for the better. And although it's early days, I think it'd be fair to say that I've got that. And I've got, not quite, there yet, but I've got the opportunity to earn a load of money. And I'm not ashamed to say that, and I'm not ashamed to say that that motivates me. And they're the four things for me, which are boxes that I've always wanted to tick. And I want to just have a quick talk this morning about why I think I've arrived there after nearly 12 years of being self-employed, because it hasn't always been that way. In fact, I don't know anyone who'd go through the shit that I've been through for the last 12 years to then be sitting in this seat today. It's been a hard, long, exciting, but quite often shitty journey. But the difference, I think, is when I started out as being self-employed, working for myself, and would you believe I was a shampoo salesman? A shampoo salesman, yeah. So people sometimes wonder how and why I'm such a good salesman. You want to try selling shampoo with no air. You need to sharpen those tools. And I started out in my self-employed career in the hair industry. But I always had a vision, always had an end goal in sight. It wasn't exactly crystal clear, but I knew where I wanted to go. And that is the biggest, most important thing to start your journey to finding your purpose. Because I think a lot of people hear about individuals like me who are doing what they are passionate about, and I certainly used to be a bit jealous of that. And I used to sit there and I used to try and think, wonder what I'm passionate about. I'd like to do something that I'm passionate about. And I think that's the biggest mistake. We don't think passion. We feel passion. And you can manifest passion by undertaking and throwing yourself wholeheartedly into meaningful work. Now, I know that's a bit deep. What I'm trying to articulate here is, no matter what you're doing, if you've got a vision and you've got an end goal, and you know that you're on the path there, even if that's as a shampoo salesman who ends up working with tradesmen. See, it's a mad, weird and crazy path. But if you've got that vision and you've got that end goal, that makes what you're doing on a day-to-day basis meaningful. If you commit 100% to meaningful work, you develop a passion. And the further you go, the more steps you take, the more clear the vision, the goal, the journey becomes. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the habit of just coasting without a vision, thinking that one day everything's going to be answered and everything's going to be unlocked. And sadly, that's never going to happen. So find your goal, find your vision, charter a course to developing your dreams, and then commit 100% to what it is you're doing. And you'll find that over time, a passion and a purpose develops, and you will get there. You've just got to stay consistent. And I'm going to end today's episode with, another one of my absolute favourite quotes. And that is that there's a common misconception that people get tired because they're doing too much. Whereas I believe people get tired because they're not doing enough of what lights a fire inside them. And that's what today's episode's about. Lighting that fire, committing to what you do, developing that passion and finding your purpose. We'll catch up tomorrow. Thanks for listening.